In this section, we're going to explore the languages of Scotland. Although English has been the main language spoken in Scotland since the 18th century, it is not Scotland's only language. In fact, it is one of 3 languages used throughout the country today. The other languages are Scottish Gaelic and Scots. Scottish Gaelic, which is not pronounced like the Irish Gaelic, is a language that is native to Scotland. But only around 60,000 Scots speak this language today. That might sound like a lot, but Scotland has a population of almost 5.5 million, and that means that only around 1% of Scots speak Gaelic. Scottish Gaelic is closely linked with other Celtic languages, such as Welsh from Wales and Irish Gaelic from Ireland. Some other Celtic languages have been considered extinct, as they are no longer used, such as Manx, which was spoken in the Isle of Man, and Cornish, which was used in Cornwall. Another Celtic language is Breton, which is the traditional language of Brittany in France. This language came from Ireland in around the 6th century. It spread and became the mother tongue of the medieval kingdom. The language was banned in 1616 by King Charles Stuart, but people kept using it in private. It is now classified as endangered, as less and less people are using it. Today, Scottish Gaelic is mostly spoken in the Scottish Highlands and Western Islands, but it is spoken in other places too. There is even a small Gaelic-speaking community in Nova Scotia. There are only 18 letters in the Gaelic alphabet. It doesn't have J, K, Q, V, W, X, Y, or Z. Each letter is named after a tree or a shrub, and some of the letters are pronounced different from English. Like BH and MH are pronounced V, like the English V. So this would be pronounced Slangiva. It means good health, and is said in Scotland to toast instead of cheers. There are thousands of Scottish place names that still carry their origins from the Gaelic language. These place names usually describe their scenery. You have probably heard of Loch Ness. Loch means lake in Gaelic. The word Ben, which is used in names like Ben Nevis, Scotland's highest peak, comes from the Gaelic Bain, which means mountain. Some Scottish place names sound even more Gaelic, like Ballachulish, which means village by the Narrows. You can actually tell quite a lot about Scottish places from their names. So you can usually work out what a place might look like or where it could be situated just by examining its name. Another language spoken in Scotland is the Scots language. It has been spoken in Scotland for many centuries and is used today mostly in the Lowlands and the Northern Isles, the Orkneys and the Shetlands. It is made up of many different dialects, and each one sounds quite different. There are 4 main Scots dialects. Insular, which means island and is spoken mostly in the Orkney and Shetland Islands. Doric, which is spoken in parts of the northeast, such as Aberdeen. Central Scots, which is spoken across most of central Scotland, including Edinburgh, Dundee, Glasgow and Fife, and includes lots of subdialects and accents, and Southern Scots, which is also known as Border Scots and is spoken in the Scottish borders. Scots is more than just English with an accent. The different dialects have their own words too. The word bonny, for example, means pretty. So when we say welcome to bonny Scotland, we're saying welcome to pretty Scotland. I bet you're wondering what Scottish sounds like. Here's a friend of mine reading a famous Scottish poem titled The Sore Finger. The dialect of the city of Glasgow is called the Patter, and that's what she's reading it in. It's not too difficult to understand, but there will probably be some words that you haven't heard before. And the accent can make some of the words that you do know sound rather different too.
You've hurt your finger, poor wee man, you're pinky, dearie me. Now just shut it that way till I get my specs and see. My, so it is, and there's the skelf, now dinna greet nae mair. See there, my needle's gotten it out, I'm sure that wasna sair. And now, to make it hail the morn, put a wee bit of saw and tie a bonny hanky round. Now, there na, run awa. Your finger's saving now, you rogue, you're only letting on. Wheel, then. See now, there you are, round up the same as John.